I recently had a pairing session with another developer. Reading this person's code was like reading poetry. Their code was like art. I've also worked on code that was so unintelligible, it was more like a plate of spaghetti. So what was the big difference between these two? One difference was the code formatting. In this video, let's unravel one of the secrets behind clean, maintainable, and visually stunning code. Consistent formatting is crucial to writing readable, clean, maintainable code. It improves collaboration and is easier to debug. It can also make your code look and read like poetry. Let's explore some best practices for formatting code that can help you write clean, professional looking, and aesthetically pleasing code. Formatting practice number 1, alphabetize all the things. Now, it might seem trivial and a bit opinionated because it's my video, but I've found consistently alphabetizing, when possible, makes code much easier to read. Things like React props, TypeScript types, functions, variables, imports, really long lists of anything benefit greatly here. Alphabetizing not only improves the readability and the organization, but it also helps with the predictability when working in a new code area. And this practice becomes even more valuable as your code base and your teams grow. Formatting practice number 2, use consistent indentation. While the debate over tabs versus spaces will probably rage on until the world ends or Jesus comes back, the right answer is spaces, though. What really matters is that it's used consistently. If your team is using VS Code, you can add a project settings file that helps enforce the team or project standards. Formatting practice number 3, use whitespace to logically group things together. This could be using an empty line between functions, or it could be things like using proper spacing around operators, commas, or parentheses. Formatting practice number 4 is to limit your line length. Long horizontal lines of code can make it more difficult to keep track of how code works because you're scrolling back and forth and you can't just see all the code. Setting a maximum line length, 80 to 120 characters is pretty typical, can help keep all the code in your vision while you're working. I hope you're finding this list really useful. If you are, please consider liking this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Let's get back to the list. Formatting practice number 5, use consistent naming conventions. A few examples of naming conventions are things like camel case, kebab case, snake case, Pascal case. Some other examples would even be how you go about naming things, like putting underscores at the beginning of private variables, or prefacing the name of a TypeScript interface with the capital letter I. Whatever your team or company choose, use it consistently. Formatting practice number 6, use tools to automate and enforce formatting and conventions. Automating your code formatting eliminates inconsistencies and reduces human error. 2 such tools here are Prettier and Black. Both of these tools are highly opinionated, and I believe they both work with most IDEs or code editors. But you do have to get used to giving up control to the tool. Another commonly used tool in at least JavaScript projects is Eslint. It does not automate any code formatting, but it will clearly show you when your formatting or a naming convention breaks the rules. If you'd like to see how to set up and use Eslint, let me know down in the comments and I'll do that in a future video. If you use VS Code, there's a fantastic extension called Alphabetical Sorter. Makes alphabetizing things really, really easy. I highly recommend it and I use it daily. Using these practices and tools while you code can make your code look professional, clean, and aesthetically pleasing. Be sure to watch these other videos to level up your code.